It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day in Trinidad and Tobago. It is Wednesday, a beautiful Wednesday here in TNT. It is now 8 minutes past the hour of 2 o'clock on the Street 919 FM. I want to say good afternoon and welcome to all of you that are on the inside with us this evening. And I don't want to... How did the people say, stick to the... I want all of you all to start calling your friends, messaging your friends, your family, your relatives, your close relatives, however, whoever, and tell them that the place to be today is on the Street 919 FM. The place to be today, without undoubted, without apology, without hesitation, is on the Street 919 FM. I don't know And I want you all to get in on the live, especially on the live today. For those of you all that are on the Facebook, for those of you all that are on the YouTube, now is the time to get in. Find yourself on our platforms, because today we are going to exercise radio you can watch to a whole nother level. Radio you could watch today to a whole nother level. Tell Lolly to play with me, Gonna answer a few calls, and then I'm gonna get into this. And this is what I'm going to give you guys here today. It's going to blow. I don't know what it's going to blow, yes. It will blow everything off of here today. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You get your president when you did that?
Huh?
You get your president there?
Hey, president, you say no, man.
So you wasn't backing Trump?
No, sir.
So you're backing Kamala then? You're a loser?
No, sir. I was backing nobody. I said Trinidad, and I go back out somebody out in the States there.
All right.
I just watching tricks. I waiting to see.
But who was in favor of?
Me? I was in favor of nobody. I was listening to the what was being said, and there are certain things that would have been pros where Trinidad and Tobago is concerned, and there are certain things that would have been con. But at the end of the day, that is not my business. My business is in Trinidad.
Or because drunk and sober, drunk or sober, whatever happened, all them Americans is American. Nobody living there. Everybody will say, I live in America to go to Russia. I go out to go to Germany. All them staying right there. I got Trinidadian and somebody. I live in this country. I'm going. All the Americans, if a war starts, all the Americans fighting for America, right? It don't matter who is president, who is chairman, who is vice chairman, all them fighting for America. So my brother, you like me. I ain't back to nobody in the race at all. I wish if the race come, the rain and it get muddy and nobody can get to run. I will wish. And my blessings, but I met all the people, a little boy will going. Go and tell your mother that voice is on here. Run quick and tell some voices on here. Right. Okay, my brother, take care. Always take care of all the children, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
Well, boy, oh boy, I'm waiting. I don't want you all to say that when it is your coming that you miss. I don't even want to call this couture. But y'all know I like to be real with y'all. And I like to share things. And I like to, it doesn't matter who I like or I don't like. Whatever is wrong, we talk about the wrong. Whatever is right, I talk about the right. And then we go from there. And today, I don't even want to start the discussion with me explaining what is happening. I want to play it. And I want to play all sides. And then we get into the discussion. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Dr. Adele.
Good afternoon.
I see my boy run away with victory by Bruce Cannon by Donald Trump by.
Yeah, but I want to vote for.
But then, that's what we drive. But Donald Trump is a part of me. Donald Trump is a loose cannon. When Donald Trump talk, you know when Donald Trump talk and bringing policies, you know this happen. He's a man to your word. But Dave, you saying that you're interested. You saying you're interested in the politics in America, eh? Like we business and we just shit with America.
Yeah, we just straight with America. But whatever I say where America is concerned, you feel America at time with we? America just straight with Trinidad and Tobago. You feel they care about what going on our side of the neck of the woods?
Them America, we live in America, we have to care what's going on in America.
Now we had to study, I believe we had to study Trinidad first, my brother, boy.
Yeah, we had to study that. But then I got you Donald Trump on the team. For secretary, they try to prosecute him, they see all kind of thing about him, they try to kill him. But who job bless no man curse? I looked on listen and see you coming with it later on. Bless.
Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, dear and dear listeners.
Good afternoon, Chris.
When you hear a man say that Donald Trump is a man of his word, then you can clearly understand why we are where we are in this place. Because it's like people, I don't know what it will take for us to use our eyes and our ears that the Creator gave to us, you know. Because there are so many instances out there that shows that Donald Trump is not a man of his word. But somebody could take all of that and sum it up and come up with Donald Trump is a man of his word. Well, no wonder why we cannot call a spade here in Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know, Nadil. I really don't know.
What's a comment with today, as you're saying, calling a spade a spade? I think they will be so upset with me today, you know, Chris.
Well, Dale, is a good thing, like myself. Whether they're upset or not, that don't really matter to you, right? Because, I mean, you have to have some kind of character about yourself to be able to stand up on certain things, the truth, integrity, certain type of characteristics. I mean, how far will we go? How far will we go just running behind, giving people support that don't really earn it, not deserving of it? Just coming up with all type of excuses that we can for them and for their benefit. They'll just let it blow us away, yes? Let us have it. I locked on, brother.
Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, everybody.
Yes.
Then, of course, we have to be concerned about who governs America. America is in every country's business. They have their guns everywhere. And when I say their guns, I mean their army waiting, just as the English and they had their people in every other country because they want what they have to in terms of resources, or even if, you know, because they want to trade, right? They want to trade. And if you look at the stock market, they always look at they look at what was said during election time or what was said by the person who wants to be president, because they want to know how to trade, you know, and sometimes stuff falls. So, you know, and America is concerned too because, you know, most people trade in the US dollar, and America don't want to lose those people, those countries to Russia or China, so, right? So, there are a lot of things we cannot do about what happened in America, but we have to be concerned, you know, like everything else. So, all right.
Taking my last one before I play the video. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Hey, good afternoon, brother.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Yeah, man. I like almost like you, because to me, okay, I know what going on in America, happening in America, and just as they mind their business, we mind ours, and that is it. Because I already know that there are people that don't know nothing if they didn't get nothing in return. But as you start off your program, I want to say the time to be happy is now, and the place to be happy is here. And the way to be happy is to make others happy as long as 91.9 is on air. Have a blessed day.
I love it. Oh, gosh. It is a long time I haven't seen you, Florence Simon. Good afternoon to you. Sarah Richards, good afternoon. Alison Boyce, good afternoon to you as well. And all of you that are locked on the YouTube as well. Rennie, I see you. Janet Armstrong, Miss Arima, good afternoon to you. Maria Lyons, Tyrone, good afternoon. Angela Crooks, Felix Henry, Elsie Williams, good afternoon. So I want to play this video. In fact, I have two videos to play. When I start playing this video, you all will understand where I'm going at today. And then there's gonna have a turn on this radio station today as well. And I want you all to be in, not to miss a beat. Not to miss a beat. Here goes.
Yeah, all you know, I don't come to the media to make no announcement, but you see today, I fed up I love for real, boy. I fed up I love for real, boy, dog, boy. You understand? As a youth growing up, I come from nothing. I still trying to be something to better myself. You understand? I taking care of myself with a little assistance from my aunt and I'm quite away, boy. Quite away, boy. I taking care of myself, boy. I am my own, boy. You dig? Me and no mother, me and no father. You understand? I come to sign up for my sister. Or they telling me I can't sign my thing. I over. I'm really jail, I don't really be senior, right? But I over 18, right? I am over 18. It must have something in the system that I have right to sign up for my thing. Who youth? All of them see trying to come and represent themselves for CSEC for parents, they, right? Or the small youth trying to do them thing, right? As a youth, man, as a little artist, a little influencer, them is the things I like. I like business thing, you know. I know one thing you need in life is a school recommendation. That's why I choose to, you know, say, let me finish school. Don't mind my broken English. I can't mad. You know that kind of way? Yeah, boy. All they telling me I can't sign my thing, and then teachers and dean and form teacher moving like they don't care about me. They moving like they don't care about me then. Like they don't care about me and telling me nothing. Telling me the dean alone tell me I can't do nothing. I can't sign nothing, go home. What kind of scenery is that, boy? What kind of failure thing is that? I try with myself here, boy. I have nobody, boy, nobody. Nobody. And what in the world I don't understand that? Even if it's a teacher and she hear me saying that, she and all. So must be like, let me sign that for you. If you so-called say, I can't sign it, and the principal say I can't sign it, and the vice principal say I can't sign it, blah, blah, blah. You understand? I can't sign for my own thing. But what? No, nothing you're telling me about you go and go up in the records to see who was my past guardian. For me to go and find who was my past guardian then? To ring down who phone? But I really getting fed up with it, and anything going for CSEC, them better to course some, you know. Because I really fed up now, because I will go home and not come back to school. If I have nobody, no parent, nothing, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? But as I want to finish school, point of view, it's best you prepare to fail than you fail to prepare. But do even fail, you know where I'm coming from? But it's just a strategy to say that I still doing something then. You understand? But it's always a fight on thing and a fight on thing. You understand? I getting fed up by dog, I really getting fed up by dog, I don't be pushing myself when the day come, I taking care of myself when the day come, I don't ask nobody for nothing, nothing, my. And if I do ask somebody for somebody real close to me, and the only person I could say that person is my aunt and them away, my, and quite away, my, assisting me, my. And nobody today all telling what I can't sing and thing and form teacher and thing moving like they don't care. You understand? They don't even care. Them always have something to say. They even know what's going on. They're living a good life, you know. They're living a good life, by the way. I will just try and think for myself. You understand? Trying to make a way for myself. Set a foundation for myself then. You know that kind of way? Don't mind my broken English neither. I'm mad, boy.
And I want to get into this today. And what is even more disturbing to me, and I say good afternoon to all of you all that are on the live, all of you all that are watching. And a lot of you all, some of you all would have seen this video in the early stages, because this just happened. And when this young man spoke about this, out of frustration, he went on his social platform and spoke about this out of frustration. Right? And when he spoke about it out of frustration, and this is why I need some people from the Ministry of Education also to answer to me and to the nation, because there are some anomalies and there are some questions that I want answered. But a post came out after this video went viral. Right? A post came out after this video went viral. And you see, a lot of times you have people will come here and talk all kind of talk and talk all kind of sweaty, greasy talk, and afraid to talk about the real issues and the real things that are affecting all in society. And that's why sometimes I'm not shocked when certain people do certain things and people say, boy, look how they thing and whatever. I don't be shocked. Them things don't bother me because they're not real. They're fake. Very fake. Not even piece of fake. Fake. And then they will come up and they will talk all kind of talk and they will do all sorts of things to derail and get me off the air and all kind of thing they will do. Whatever within their power. You understand? But this is what I want to talk about today. And I'm putting up something on the screen. I don't know why this computer. Right, good. So I want you all to watch this. The Ministry of Education made a statement release right a little bit after this video was posted. And the ministry said, regarding the recent viral video concerning CXC exam registration, it is important to clarify that no student is being barred from signing up for examinations. It further stated, students attending government schools are typically registered for CXC by their parents or guardians. This policy Kyle or Chris Checkman, this policy, I don't know what's going on here. This mouse, I feel the battery in this dying. What's going on here? Alright, so I lost control of the VMix. Let me see if I could get them. So it says, students attending government schools are typically registered for CXC examinations by their parents or guardians. This policy is in place to minimize errors and potential issues. Should any mistakes occur, corrections often involve additional fees. Moreover, if a student misses an exam due to an error, parents or guardians may hold the Ministry of Education accountable for not allowing them to personally ensure the accuracy of the registration process. In this specific case, the young man's guardian has already taken steps to register him for CXC exams through the school. This policy is designed to safeguard students' interests and ensure a smooth registration process for all CSEC examinations. Let me just see if I could call one of my boys here to help me with this, because I have lost control of our system for me to be able to. I could probably change the battery. Right? And I have that up there for you all to see. Let's see, I'll just change this here. Kyle, check me please. Right, so let me see. Right. So we're back here. Now I have another video to play. Let me see if I could go to the phone lines while we just address this here quickly. I think you had to get a battery, but the mouse died dead. So yeah, because I now take the battery from that one and put it in the VMix. So I'm gonna open the phone lines in the meantime. 342-008-14665-391, because I have another video to play. And then I'm actually going to get that young man to come and talk to us today live. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Right, first things first. Now, if the ministry say that the boy guardian register him, then there is a breakdown in communication between the boy and the guardian.
Don't touch talk.
Huh?
Don't even try to go down that road. And all you know fully well, I just do my investigation before I even let anything go. So let me don't even try to make an excuse because.
No, I'm not making an excuse.
No, well, no, you now say there is a breakdown in communication. There is none because there was no conversation. And there was no arrangement.
Secondly.
And let me just add this. The Ministry of Education, after making this post on the page, they took it down.
Oh, okay.
So let's go.
Secondly, I look at career guidance officers and deans as part of the welfare department of a school. And let me say the boy became an orphan during this period, 13 to 18. Then they should have been monitoring him and recommending to the ministry, look, this boy have no parents and we need to do something about it. Fair enough?
Fair enough, I'll take that.
Right, thank you. Because I heard the story on the next station too.
Right. But don't worry, this is the only station that will actually get the young man on the station to tell his side of the story. Watch and see something. This is why we call the street, you know. But this is what I want to say, and I love the minister bad, you know. And for persons who like to screen record and send, make sure you screen record this part where the minister could see that I saying that minister I love you, you know. But when things going wrong, you know, I had to talk the talk. And that's for everybody across the board. It's not like the others and them. I don't care about that. We're dealing with matters of interest. I'll go into the lines again. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Pleasant good afternoon to you, Dale. Yeah. Good afternoon to Trinidad and Tobago. Dale, the fact that he is enrolled in school, and even though he's 18 years and older, which he's legally able to sign his own documents in other aspects, I believe because he is enrolled in school, especially the government school, he have to get a guardian, which is politically correct, right? Noting the fact that his parents is deceased. However, he also had a choice though. He could have gone private in terms of signing up as a private candidate, where he would have been able to sign off on his own registration if he had gone into the direction.
No, Paula hearing you.
Private candidates.
Paula hearing you. But I'm hearing you loud and clear, Paul. But what I'm saying is, if it is afforded to me as a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago that I'm allowed to do the CSEC exam free of charge, I'm still a student of a government secondary school. Whether it be and that my age is such that I'm 18 years of age, which by law states that I am no longer a minor, and therefore legal decisions can be made. Now, the release that the Ministry of Education, and I want to make sure that we could dissect it properly, it says the reasoning behind it is because they want the guardians to sign so that there is no error, or to limit in terms of the errors made, and also in terms of ensuring that the students show up for the exams, because if there's an error, there is an additional cost. So we're looking at in terms of having a guardian sign based on what the Ministry of Education put in their initial release is for what is the word? Accountability. It is for accountability. So what I'm saying is, Paul, as a young man who is trying, his guardians is in the United States of America. They're nowhere near close. They send things to him because he's of the age that he can take care of himself and ensuring that he has an education. Why is it that we are frustrating the process of a young man who just trying to do something good? Understand where I'm coming from.
Yes.
And then the ministry, or whoever the representative of the ministry, found it fit to run and go and pop a post on Facebook and talk up in the boom boom, and then get exposed and realize now and they take down the post quick, bam, 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 and delete.
Right. But let me just further dissect as you stated, right? I'm not against the fact that he wants to sign his documentation, no, because one, he is entitled at the age of 18 to vote in Trinidad and Tobago. Once you turn 18 years of age, you're entitled to vote, right? you get your ID card at the age of 15. It is not as where in the United States you have to wait until 21 years to vote. So I think that the Ministry of Education now needs to amend that, if that's the Educational Act where that is concerned, because the moment it's in 18 years and over, you should be able to sign. No, you are in your right. Sorry, let me.
Yeah, you're right. That's a constitutional right here. You're an adult.
You are in the right to sign your own documentation. But I'm simply saying, to vote, they will accept him to vote and to sign off his initial and signature at the polling station, but they would not accept him to now sign his own registration process for CHC, who now, as a young man in his caliber and his ethnicity, you wouldn't see most men standing up to their place in terms of education.
So what you say, Paul, what you say should have been done?
I am simply saying that now that we are able to deliberate, I am simply saying that the Ministry of Education should allow the young man to sign his own documentation, even though he's enrolled in a government institution, because he's at the age, the same way when you go in and put your X by the whatever party, and the same way you have to sign off your polling card, the same way he should have been able to sign off his CXC, X, Y, and Z. And it is wrong of the ministry to not allow him to do that, because it is his rights. Thank you.
I want you all to watch the next video. I know we have a lot of calls coming in, but I want us to stay focused. Sorry, to hear exactly what is going on, and then we will get into the calls. And I want to talk to the young man personally here on air. So I want you all to just give me that time. Take a look at the next video, and then you'll understand why I'm upset.
I want to know where this anonymous guardian come from. Nobody reach out to me. My family member ain't hanging on. I want to know where them get that information, because clearly them know more than me. I don't know. Nobody can say anything. You know what I'm saying? And how somebody could sign up so quick or start to make steps so quick. Like something I know, you know, so far, you know. And my partner, mother, trying to find out what's going on, you know. Yeah, that the update there, but nobody reach out to me.
This was posted last night on his social media. This morning I spoke to him, and he said only, in fact, when I spoke to him just before he messaged me, he said a relative reached out to him after seeing the commotion and seeing all what was happening, and decided and said, you know, they'll make the calls and see what it is could be done. But why are we frustrating the process? Caller, good afternoon, welcome. I need to make a call.
Good afternoon again, Dave. And you know, there should even be a conversation, because he is an 18. And if you say he can vote because he's an adult, it means that he can sign any legal people that represent him. You know, and I also wonder, the principal, what's the function of a principal?
The teachers,
or the teacher?
The teachers, and they have no love again. They have no love in education again. There's no love.
Something is wrong. You're responsible for that child while that child is in school. And if that child, at the guidance of it, if that child need help in his education system, you're supposed to step in. So it shouldn't be a conversation that they should make excuses for. A child need help. And I know when a child need help, the teacher call the parent. There's a lot of things, well, we're not going to go through that because it's a story, that teachers would tell a parent that a parent didn't even know, and they call them in and inform them about their child. So something is wrong with the school system. And if the Minister of Education don't know, she must call in the people that she hire to counsel and advise on what's going on in school, because I had asked her question about the paying for school, for lessons in school, and she said it doesn't happen. And I know my family given her child a different tutor because she's not going to pay for extra lesson at 9 because she doesn't like that tutor. It's not as if you're making up things. It's happening. Take care.
And I want somebody to call the minister and tell the minister I'm begging for an answer, begging to know what it is taking place, because at the end of the day, I don't like these things, and we need to fix it. You know, we need to fix it. We need to fix these things. Y'all give me a second. Let me see if I could. Let me see here. And if he probably don't have internet on the phone. Right, so let me see if I could just do this. I think I see right. And then call from here. Let's see what we're on here. Let's see if it is this here. I want to just do this quickly. Okay. Yeah, brother. Dale here. I'm now calling you. Alright, just now, huh? Hold on. Just 1 second. Right, so you hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So I wanted to know one time that you're live on radio 91.9, right? We just played the video with you. I played the first video. I haven't played the other two yet. But firstly, I want you to tell the nation what's your name?
Well, my name is or artist name.
So give us your name and then we'll talk about in terms of the artist side of it too as well.
Oh, alright. Well, my name's Eric John.
Elijah?
No, Eric John.
Eric John, right. So Eric, the video that, well, I think you know by now would have gone viral with you talking about the frustrations of signing up for exams and all that kind of thing. Tell us how that whole thing starts.
The whole thing started within school, so it's like this, right? Currently, I just be on my own, but I just be in communication with my aunt. But me and my aunt doesn't always be with regards for school. So the night before Parents' Day, because I don't even get the information from groups and stuff.
Right.
So the night before that, I called to find out about the Parents' Day, and I was told that I had to speak with my dean, and the person on the phone told me to call back. And when I called back, they said to wait. So I didn't get no answer back. The next morning, I know just gonna sit down waiting for some kind of handout or somebody to just come and, I say, yeah, this, we have our own here, and we go and find out what really going on. So I went to school to represent myself,
Right.
And when I reached in school now, I just started to get vexed because teachers was kind of blushing. Like, when they see me alone now, with no parent now. Yeah, man?
Right. So when they saw you come in with no parents, they started to move a kind of how with you then?
Yeah, and then asking the same questions that they already know because it's a long time them know I on my own.
Right, so the teachers in the school, including the principal and everybody, knows their situation.
Yes, them knows my situation. But mainly the principal, my form teachers, and my deans. You understand? And other few teachers who I close with, man.
Right.
But point of view, when I went to my dean, Madi told me that I supposed to be able to get to sign it. I saw her having a conversation with the next lady who I think supposed to be in a high position in the school, and I also heard her saying, well, Eric is 18 and I think he's supposed to get you. And then she told me, wait, so come here, I go and get you. Then now, after the parents' first meeting, they told them to go form classes.
Right.
To get the information and things to sign up. So I went back to my dean now and asked her, what is the process? And she wasn't speaking to me properly. She wasn't like giving me no accurate answers. She just asked, right, go ahead and go upstairs. I said, all right, miss. I went upstairs. My form teacher saw me. When I say sir, he didn't answer me, and he is normally the loudest in school, and I doesn't really be an all that loud up, shine up thing in school, you know that kind of way? So I went back now, asked my dean how I could get to sign up, so I could even pass on the information to my aunt and my brother. You understand?
Right.
So with that now, I say, you need a parent, you need again. I say, I have no parents, I have no guardian, I'm taking care of myself, I live with myself, you understand? And she just feeling like it's some joke thing. And then too, she was busy. I waited until she was speaking with her parents before I even intervene and have the conversation with them. Then when I see and I get no answers, I just sit down and I just see them doing this and this, watching me. You know that kind of way?
Right.
So I get frustrated. Because it's like, well, you're not seeing that I never come here for no friend or come here to talk or rock back and lime. I come to seek my own interest because I realize it only have a few months again before CXC, and I done not doing certain subjects. Certain subjects are doing good, certain subjects are not doing good. And I person don't like to use excuses, but I really have my personal things, you know, that kind of way.
Right,
but I
right.
don't like to use it now.
Right. But how you felt though, in terms of, you know, being the age of 18, you know, wanting to better yourself as an individual, and, you know, saying, well, you know, boy, at the age of 18, I'm basically an adult, I could sign for myself, you know, and being denied the opportunity. How that felt? Because I know you was upset when you did the video.
Bad. Yeah, that is what actually got me upset, because on my way to school, I was already thinking in my head I should have the obligation or the authorization to get to do it because I am legally an adult. You understand? Because I know when I reach 18 and thing, I'm supposed to vote and them kind of thing. So I say it shouldn't be a difference to hang up.
Right.
And it's not that I couldn't try and reach out to somebody, you know. It's just based on my situation. I don't know what to want to bring along nobody's phone to beg nobody to come and, you know, sign up for me. So that is why I went on my own to really find out if I could do it on my own. So when she said first that I might get you, I thought, well, yeah. So when she said after that I can, she said the vice principal, you can't sign it, and it's that. You know, and then I went to make the video. So when I sit down and make the video now, like a teacher saw me and say, you too sad or nothing, something will work out, whatever. And I was just saying, Mom, that is unfair. I get locked up at 18. Why I can't sign for my own? I just find I don't want to go. It's say, come and help me with this. I don't like nobody to do nothing. Maybe because all the time, nobody used to want to do nothing. So why now they want to do it? You understand?
Right. Because you've been accustomed doing it on your own.
Yeah, you understand?
But let me ask you something though. Based on in terms of your school life, have you ever felt a type of way in terms of with your teachers, or you know, feel like, you know, the teachers not supporting you or going the extra mile to help you, or, you know, they probably, you know, have singled you out, and you know, have you ever felt victimized in a sense?
Well, El Dorado, to say El Dorado is a good place. And the teachers, I was always the positive one, so teachers will grasp to my attention because I doesn't do no sort of sharpness. I always sing it, and that is how people start to know about me. And my maths teacher, Mr. Nero, he does just teach. And when he teaches, he like to straight to the point. If he ain't paying attention, he ain't focusing. And I don't give him no wrong for that because children does be disrespectful and things. You understand? But not all children does be disrespectful. Some children does really want to listen. You know that kind of way? But so, it does seek my interest. Certain teachers.
Right. So it's not to say that, you know, everything in the school is bad. There are still teachers that are making sure that things happen. So as you said that in terms of maths, is it that you need help in terms of like extra lessons or something to help you to get better in maths?
Well, let's see, that is why too I was also frustrated because I was trying to show somebody in spite of my grades and stuff after the June test. I saw that I didn't do good in my maths and in my English. I got a C in English, I got a B in POB, I got a A in garment and construction, but my maths I failed, my music I never went, I missed the test, but I still not so good in music neither in the musician part because there's plenty notes and things.
Right.
So with that now, I come to realization of, in spite of all, I just since I'm small, I don't like to use excuses to say I have to be how somebody might have nothing and just go straight. I find I should be one of them to go through all this and still do the right thing.
So I understand what you're saying. Now let me ask you until the next side of it because I want to deal with this in two folds. When you initially saw the release from the Ministry of Education, what your thoughts was?
Right. The release?
Yeah, because I saw you did a video about that whole thing as well.
Oh, right. I saw the post and say something with a parent, a guardian, come forward, and I find that was shippiness because nobody never contact me, nobody never tell me nothing. You understand? And nobody communicating with me, and in my head is like, even if somebody was still forward, nobody never came and contact me, so I find out real shippiness.
But the ministry deleted the post though.
Serious?
Yeah.
Well, I see now, they realize that I'm shit. Excuse my language.
Yeah, I understand.
They can't do that to make themselves look good.
So,
because the reason why I make a last video,
Go ahead. The reason why I made the last video.
Yeah, the reason why I make a last video a while ago because I got some information that stating that you can't really course on the school because the school had to follow the orders from the ministry. So I make a next video stating that so don't really bash the school really, you know?
Right. But I mean, they could have gone the extra mile to get whatever information to assist you. I mean, this is what I was saying because I had this discussion yesterday and all with some persons, and I was telling them, if you are the age of 18, you can make decisions. And what is this a law? Is it a guideline? And if it's a guideline, then with guidelines, there could be, they call school supervisor, they call somebody because they know what your situation is and see what could happen because you are responsible for yourself. And, that's what I was trying to get to understand, But you go ahead.
Right. Well, that too, same way, I find could I take a part in that? But it's certain teacher, I'm going to say teacher, like my dean, my form teachers, in spite of all the positive and thing in school with me and thing, like, like when someone have one bad situation, they try and bring it on. Right. They tend to speak about that because a boy they try and bully man thing and advantage man thing and I retaliate on them. But after a period of time, because he was, with chat and all kind of thing now. So I stand up for myself. So how I stand up for myself, then take it as me bullying he. And with that, there was always talk about that.
Right. So,
but other than that, I just always represent the school anywhere I go.
So to them, you're not a trouble student. Besides that incident, you're not a trouble student.
Exactly. I have no whole record. It's clean. I have no suspensions, nothing.
So if you had the opportunity right now to talk to the Minister of Education, based on your experience, how you felt, your disappointment and everything, and she was to ask you, Eric, tell me what we could do different to make education better, what would you tell her?
Well, with education, it's like, you see, humans is one of the problems, because everybody want to be better than everybody, and certain people really care about certain people, and certain people just go to work like teachers just to do the job, go home, which is correct, but it's like, it starts from home. It's like a whole problem with most students with their education, because I don't be seeing in my class or school in the form classes now, like about out of 200 children, only 9 children get certificates. Out of 200 children, only 9 children get certificates.
So is it that you feel that there needs to be? Is it that you feel that there needs to be a love, or the teachers need to kind of show more interest in the students? Do you feel that the teachers don't have a love towards the students? What do you think that the teachers could do to make education better, to make sure that students don't feel frustrated, or even to have an experience like what you had?
Well, from my experience, I have personal good teachers that go out of the way to teach, like Miss Bandu, Mr. Jones, Miss Ford, that go out of the way to teach students. And some students, I doesn't want to say like they have a problem, but it's home, because like it had programming the school did for the troubled students, like carry them to Y2C, carry them to school functions, disciplinary functions, and all sorts, bring police and things to talk to them. And it's like the same thing that be going on. So that's why I just be saying, it's not, most of the time it's not even the teacher's fault. It's just the factors that our students want to learn and that our students don't care.
Now let me ask you one more question. Why did you choose school? Because I saw that you like music. I saw that you record songs, and I see that you have a passion for music. Why didn't you just say, well, all right, no scene, I try that, and I'll just handle myself with the music and try to make a career out of it. Why have you chose school? Why have you chosen to continue to make sure to do your exams, and even with all that's going on with you?
Well, based on society, my comment is that you need a form of knowledge, which is education, to go through life. And because of how the system is, you can't function in this reality without that certificate again. Because a full certificate from CXC is about like 5 passes, I think. You know, and with reality, you need an education. And with me now, I never used to really want to do the wrong thing. It's like I used to like knowledge, but I grew up in the ghetto.
So why you never choose a life of crime? You go up in the ghetto. I'm sure you've seen guns. I'm sure you've been around drinking, smoking. And why not become a criminal? Why not become a part of that side of society?
Well, let's see, it's a certain part in my story that I take very serious now. I never bring it out before now. And it helped me along the way but it's God.
So you believe in God?
Alright.
Explain to me. Go ahead. You go ahead.
That's true, but alright, okay. I didn't want to say it, but when I was small, I fall off a tree story and cracked my skull. My brain shift out of order. I fell 3 feet fall. I had to do an emergency surgery. And with the information I get, catch back myself after being in a coma, and then after finally waking up, my aunt and them, who was there at the time, told me, the doctor said before they was about to pronounce death, when they went back into the room, my heart stopped back a bit, and they rushed me into emergency surgery, and they stitch up my head and whatever, and the doctor said that it was a miracle because he's supposed to be dead and he die, and he come back with all his senses, and he could eat, he could talk. And you know, from growing up here in Story and knowing other things that I've been through, but that one is just the worst one. I just, in my head, is like, I can't feel like why, like it has so much times I could have done show in my life. I just don't want to, because I really like to help people. Like one of my main goal, and then to it, you know, certain children like me have no parents. You know, one of my main goals is to be an artist because it runs in my family.
Right.
You know, my father was a calypsonian, you know, deceased Mr. Errol Ashe. And if you heard that name before?
Errol Ashe?
You know? Errol Ashe, yeah.
Right.
And that's what that music thing, I pick up it from like that.
Wow.
But regards to this one, to do education is because I just find that in spite of all I go through, I hear plenty other people in worse scenarios, same scenarios, or you know, lost a foot, lost a hand, no parents, no thing, but some people who just have everything and still making it a problem. So in me now, I say in spite of all this problem, I'm gonna do it for me, because nobody else is gonna do it for you other than you. Is you have to take this step, and I don't believe in excuses.
Wow. So wait, that means you're related to Karina Ashe?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, Eric. But you know what that means, right? And I'm telling you this live on air because I didn't even know that part of your story. And the thing about it is because you have a purpose, bro. You have a purpose in this life. And at the end of the day, there were opportunities for you to be gone from the face of this earth. And God made sure that you were here. And I think that even this moment in time was also written. If you understand what I'm saying, all of this here was written. All of these things are supposed to happen because it's part of your journey. And I want you to understand that, you know, even though you have certain fights and certain challenges to face, don't ever give up. You know, as hard as it might be to even stay on the right course, don't ever give up. Keep fighting. Keep making your parents proud. You understand? Because they're looking down at you, and I'm sure that they'll be proud to see that, you know, you're fighting. Even though things have been hard, even though, you know, you haven't been able to get through to do certain things, you're fighting. And I want to ask people in the nation as well to help you, even if it is to get you to do some lessons, extracurricular lessons, so that, you know, it could help you to understand the maths and the English.
That's why actually really was really frustrated, because I really planning to lock in for these last few months. Like lock in, no kicksy lock in, like inside studying, eat, sleep, get work, because I only have a little time again.
When is exams? When exams supposed to be?
Well, the first exam's supposed to be in May.
In May. So we have now until
exam doesn't actually finish June.
All right. So then that means we have from now until the, let me say, February, March, April, until let's say about April to prepare for exams.
Yep.
All right, okay. And what your career choice will be? What you want to be when it is you finish with exams and school?
Well, I don't want to be a big thing. You know, that kind of way with education wise, with parents always say to do this and get subjects and things. I find that to even determine your future. I just doing it because you need knowledge. And the career path I going down in is business. I like different genres of business.
Right.
But I also use a media platform. So while I sing, you know, content creator, all that is part of me. Because I just like to be multi-talented. I don't like one thing.
All right. Eric, I want to tell you this. I didn't plan to do it, but I'm sitting here on my seat, and I feel like I'm moved to do it. So I'm going to do it because I tend to always listen to whatever the father say to do, and I want for us to come together to help you to go to lessons, so that you'll be able to get that extra thing so that you could pass your exams in May. We're going to make sure, and I know that things are being put in place now, finally, for the signing up of the exams. So I'm going to keep in contact with you, and we're going to work together to make sure that you are able to get your studies on the way, and putting in something extra. Once you're finished and you're complete and you've done all that your studies, I'm going to give you, as long as you're alive and breathing, the opportunity to record songs at the studio anytime, any day.
Cool respect.
Right? So I will contact you later on, and we will talk, and we'll put the schematics together, so you could find somebody that within the area that's good, that could work with you to help you to do the maths and the English. And I want that when exams is over and results come out, that they're going to put you on the front page of the papers to say that this youth who went through all what he go through has made the nation proud. I want you to not just make your father proud, I want you to make your parents proud. I want you to make you proud, and I want you to be an example to other youths.
I want to make me proud. I want to make me proud.
And I want to be an example. You want to be an example to the youths, because it's have other youths who choosing the life of crime. They're choosing to go and kill people. They're choosing to go and rob groceries and all these different things. And if you could do it, Eric, and you have no parents, living on your own, fighting, and you had the freedom to make a choice and do any other thing, and you still decided, I want to stay in school, even though I have a love for music, I want to get my education, that is enough. And if you could do it, anybody else could. So, and I want you to complete that, put a full stop next to it, and say that I've completed my exams, I've gotten the passes for the things that I've worked for, and now we're going and we're moving forward to bigger and better things.
Correct. That's the goal.
Yeah, and people are already saying that they're pledging to come and help you where that is concerned. So we will talk a little later on, but I want to say thanks for coming and just giving us the whole scenario and sharing a little piece of your story too, so that people can understand. Because, you know, there are some people who would still have nothing good to say, and then there are people who are really concerned and they want to know how we could help, or, you know, just exactly what is going on.
You know, we don't focus on the empty vessels. You understand?
Yeah, man. So we will pick up when I'm finished with you. I'll give you a call. All right, brother?
Yeah, understand. Yeah, respect.
All right. Blessings. Do I need to say any more? Do I? Some people, I listened and see somebody on the live talking about behavior and this and that and the other and all them kind of stupid talk. Do I say anymore? The phone lines are open. 342-008 1466-5391. Those are the numbers to call. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Yes, and
we're going on, brother.
That little sweet. Well, boy, I'm proud of you, okay? I'm proud of him. That he ain't thinking of that road. He ain't thinking negative. I can't say that, boy. You want to do it? You may be just talking about you could donate to wherever. Right?
Yeah. When I finish talk with him and work out the schematics and we start a thing, I would let you all know how we're doing it and give you all the update. And we have to be his encourager, because at the end of the day, a lot of the times we sit where we are at and we watch the youths and we say, oh God, and we, oh God, and oh God, why the place so? You understand? And we have the opportunity and the ability to stop what is happening in Trinidad and Tobago. And it starts with just encouraging them to do the right thing and keep pushing them forward and giving them things to look forward to keep doing and staying on the right path. Because you living in the ghetto, you know. So you could go out there, you access to guns, you access to alcohol, you access to weed, you access to everything.
Oh, listen.
Yeah, brother. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I am hearing the story that he doesn't have a parents. Ma'am, I'm just wondering, doesn't he have cousins, family, or anyone around? Or, you know, is it that he is all alone? No family around? Because sometimes we need the love, you know, a cousin, an aunt, or uncle, somebody, you know, to help guide him along the line. So my question is, does he have any close family?
Well, I don't know if he was listening to the entire thing, but he said he has been accustomed on his own. What he has is help from his aunt, who is his legal guardian, who lives outside, and they're not in Trinidad, and so he sees about himself. He lives by himself.
Oh, so he's alone now. Okay,
Yeah,
then.
so he has gotten accustomed to that, and as he explained later on, is that he has been accustomed dealing with everything for himself. He's now of the age of 18, and he's still in school, but he has decided that, you know, I want to finish school, do my exams. You went to get the information. They basically clung him and then tell him he has to get a guardian, which is frustrating already, because you already go through all what you go through. And I mean, now you have to try and get the process, and while he still have to now talk to his family to get information, you know, to put things in place or whatever, then the Ministry of Education drop something and say a relative, this, that, and the other, when no relative in reach out yet. And then the ministry delete the post, and then after now the relative is now making arrangements to make sure that he gets through it, whatever it is that he has to get through.
Okay, I was just concerned about it.
All right.
Your siblings. Thank you.
You're welcome. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon to you, Mr. General.
Good afternoon, Tabiki.
Dale DeVoy, I want you to go to the head of the class. I also want you to stay there, and I'll tell you why. This is what they call a real lifetime story. And I'll tell you what is good about it. The young man have self-determination. And let me repeat, Mr. Journalist. Self-determination. But I'll tell you what I took up to the end. He feared God. And in fearing God, he understands what it takes to push through the system. What can I tell you? He found his purpose for living. And he understands that the system is unforgiving, and he'll push back the system. And that is what. And Mr. David, this is a story that I would want you to report it, to repackage it. I am saying you should try the voice to make a special effort to meet with the minister with this young man. This story here is to tell African young people, when the is against, you need to stand up. And Dale DeVoy, I want to congratulate you for this interview. And young man, if you still listening, hold your head up. The sky is the limit. You broke glass ceiling, standing up against the system and tell the system, I am not a failure and I will stand tall and stand strong. My young brother, I want to thank you for being an example, for being a beacon and a shining light in the African community, especially in the so-called ghetto community. Therefore, you should put yourself the program, this young man, if you have kind of applause, no, you should put it now to that young man and yourself. You all deserve of it to fight against the odds. They'll divorce, continue to be real and bring real peace. This here is a real lifetime story. Young man, if you're listening, God bless you. Fly high, be strong, and be courageous. This here is a role model to all young people. Hail the voice, repost.
Yeah, man. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Pleasant good afternoon to you, Dale. Good afternoon to Trinidad and Tobago. Dale, I listened to the interview, and let me tell you something. The genuine, the honesty, his integrity speak volumes. I've seen other success story in this country and in the Caribbean, and he is climbing up to success. He's paving the way for young man, who lose hope. At his age, you know what, any direction he could have turned to without having that self-motivation. He could have gone on the block. He could have been recruited by the criminal elements. He could have been able to have conversation with the criminal elements. And at his age group, with young men who have already enrolled in crime and get involved in crime. But he decided that he wants to go along the path of education, so he would have that level, even though he may want to become a music artist, or he maybe want to do a skill or trade or something, but he still wanted to have that level of education, so nobody wouldn't be able to trick him into society. You can see that he didn't spread any sort of propaganda to reach anywhere or to gain any mileage, right? And I would personally want to support this young man once I have my pockets are able to have that for him to go along, because I felt that he's genuine. He's really genuine, right? Because this is what we need in the country. He's the perfect example, Dale. He's the perfect example for the era, for this youth, for this era of this youth, because you rightfully said earlier in your program, Dale, that persons among his age group have turned to crime because they have no sort of guidance and somebody to actually motivate him. But when you look at a young man who is attending school, who is actually living by himself, who loses parents and his guardian is quite in the United States of America, and could still be fall by the wayside. It did not happen to him, and I don't know why it is he continued to get some sort of victimization because of his circumstances. And I'm proud of this young man, Dale, and we can see what we can do to get things done for not only for him but for other youths like him. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Paul. And God have it. God is working in mysterious ways. I just opened my phone, scrolling through some messages, and I just saw a lessons teacher reach out to me. Blessed afternoon, Dale, listening to your story, and I would like to help free of charge. You can get my number from so and so and so and so. My name is lessons teacher. So I will do to find out from that individual, and then we will go from there. And we need to help this young man. We need to help him, encourage him that there is love, because he's lost his parents and he's a walking miracle. All you ever saying, imagine he just shared something with us, and many of us would sit down still and want to talk about his behavior and some of them youths and them and this, that, and that. There's a young man that define all odds from since he was born. For how much feet, how much stories off a building, skull crack, doctors was ready to give up on him. I'm about to call time of death. But God. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Dale, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I is a senior citizen, brother. And I get a little part of the little guy's story. And I willing to contribute to that situation right now. Right? So just take my number and call me when necessary, and I on board.
That's not. I will send you the number on WhatsApp, so you can just send me a message or shoot me a message, however it go.
Yeah, I willing to assist that young boy, no matter what the situation is.
And God bless you for that.
I love what I hear.
And this is what we need. This is what we need. This is definitely what we need. Thank you a lot, brother.
All right.
Yeah. Let me see. I think I have a caller waiting here. Caller, good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Dr. Dale.
Good afternoon.
You see where they call a doctor? You see that youth man, they right, he grew up on his own. He fall long, he's a living testimony. He could have fallen in the hands of the criminals and go astray. You know go on there, Dale? The system failing the youth and them, you know. The man trying, the man want to think he on his own, he's trying to fight to get proper education. He could have been in a life of crime, he could have sell drugs, he could have been a gun sack on the block. But this system only failing the youth and them, boy. The man looking for help, the man, but I had that story, my pause right there. Because the man still trying, the man could have give up. Because his mother and father passed away. He fall off a tree that living testimony. He could have fallen in life of crime. But he still trying to go math and English and for the education and be somebody in life. But that's that good testimony there. He's really a doctor, he's a boss.
And I'm
trying to follow that youth, man, but don't let the youth and fall astray at all, man.
That's the next generation.
Yeah, love and respect. Yeah, man.
Yeah. And I'm not doing any of this for no pips and no congratulations. I'm not taking no thanks, because this is what we're supposed to do as human, as part of society. I can come on this radio every day and say that I want better, and I want a better Trinidad and Tobago, and I'm fed up of the crime, and I'm fed up of this, and I'm fed up of that. And I am not going out there myself and doing what is necessary, using the platforms that I have available to me to make society a better place. So that you could come here on the same platform on 91.9 FM and talk your talk and talk it how you have to talk it, without studying who going and say what about you, or studying if this one going and shoo and tell you this and put you up and this and that, or you lost your perks. And I had nothing to lose. So I will come here and talk everything, and I love everybody. But I will come here and talk it the way it's supposed to talk. Let me see. 2 minutes before we go to our break with our friends at Royal Castle. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
This is my first time calling radio.
Hey, brother.
I never thought I would have called you, but Jed, my tears come to my eyes today. So I'm telling you, you put tears in my eyes today, Jed. Serve your purpose. That is your purpose. I thank you, brother. I know the youth, they see you, you're different, and I thank you. Thanks.
Wow. Let me see if I could take another one before we go. We have a little time again. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Yes, and like that gentleman, I also appreciate your presence in video. And you always find the dual line is yours. And you really you're a really good citizen. A real good citizen. It's not about complaining. You say when something is wrong, and if you think that you're going to help your fellow man, you do it. Thank you.
Yeah. Let me see. Caller, good afternoon, quickly.
Oh, yeah, well, I could do it very quickly because the truth and the matter is good afternoon, Dale. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago.
Good afternoon, President.
Here this afternoon. President here with all this afternoon. Hear what's going on, Dale? That is a thing how I take and I blame any ministry right now in the position because I think enough facts out there. And the question I would look to put, if the brother at 18 years, then he should have an ID card. If he have an ID card at 18 years, so he should have an ID card now. And if he could do so, then he could vote. What is the problem of the ministry helping out that situation or getting at the situation if instead of the school and have a privilege of doing anything? So right now, I, as the person as I am President Trinidad and Tobago, the village, the ministry have to talk to me. And if the country can't tell the ministry to deal with that because it's not going to be he alone or it is not he alone, but I believe in a situation like that. So the ministry have to get in a serious action and involve themselves with this because this is a ministry problem. If he had 18 years, he could vote. And if he could vote, he could deal with his matter. I don't want to hear nothing. Anything before that, you're opposing anybody for any child under 18 years. So this is a very serious matter for the ministry to deal with. Thank you, Dale.
Thank you. All right, guys. So we're going to take a quick short deal with our friends at Royal Castle, and then we'll be back. Keep it locked. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly. All right.
Whew. Okay, Rudolph. Make her right. Then, oh, hold on. Mrs. Claus sent a WhatsApp. The elves are hungry. Pick up a Royal Castle Queen bucket, a King bucket, some royal wings, a family meal, a few combos, some extra delicious coleslaw, crinkle-cut fries, potato salad, and a snack box for yourself. Oh, and don't forget that delicious honey mustard sauce. It's really lashing. Okay, Rudolph, let's get that delicious local Trini flavor. Royal Castle, here we come. Royal Castle is the local something that makes it all taste better. Happy holidays from Royal Castle. Christmas is coming, and we're heading back to TNT for that famous Royal Castle chicken. We just love the Royal Castle family meal with those 12 pieces of tasty chicken, the 6 yummy sides, and that refreshing 2-liter soft drink. It's just perfect for a nice Christmas lime. So if you're hustling and bustling like me, or if you just want some great tasting food, pick up the Royal Castle family meal. Happy holidays from Royal Castle. Ho, 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 ho.
I want to say thanks to our friends at Royal Castle. And we're back. I'm going to open the lines 342-008-146-65391. And, you know, I can't blame the Minister of Education, you know. Because we have policies, and each policy that we have, there is room for us to manipulate. There's room for us to have understanding. But at the end of the day, you know why I'm no longer upset? I'm no longer upset because God used this young man to be a voice for many others, which is inclusive of, there are many other young people out there probably lost their mother and saying, or lost their father, or lost both like him, and they probably saying, boy, I don't have a life to live for again, and start living the fast life. I've seen many videos of 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, of a drugstore in my area where I live. Some young men robbed that drugstore, and that's a whole next thing by itself that I even want to talk about, because that will not get me upset. They robbed that drugstore, and the young men pretended to be a vagrant, sit down, lie down in front of the place, barefoot, bareback. Run the vagrant who does normally be there, and they broke into that. They break the lock, break the door, went inside, started to steal the thing. The owner got the alarm that rang off, and then by that time, with all of that going on, called the police, and the police failed. The bandits, and they run away. And the police talking about it was only 2 people in the station last night, or that's what she say, right? I'll leave it there because I don't want to touch into it, because there's a whole scene that is a flame inside of me that I want to open up and explode. But today is not that type of talk you talk. I want to deal with the young man, because he is a moving, walking, breathing example that young persons should not give up and focus on their education. Focus, because you want something good under your name. And you want to be able to, we have to break the stigma, break the curse of the young people of this nation. Because the young people who are attached to the rubber slipper gang, all they're doing is robbing and killing and shooting people. Look at the faces of these men that we see on the CCTV footage daily. And how many of them are we seeing lying down in a pool of blood every single day? Are we not going to change the status quo? Let's start changing it. We can be a mentor to him. We can be somebody that can encourage him. We can show him love. He don't need to find a family member, whoever estranged it may be, because they leave him to grow on his own for however long. And his aunt and his goodly aunt and whoever else is living out there that has been assisting him and making sure he have a roof over his head, food on the table, and all these different things. But we as a nation could show this son of the soil love. We could show him love and support him and push him forward, because I telling all you, I, Dale Edwards, here today on 91.9 FM, I am saying that I am going to make it my business to encourage that young man to bring passes home for us. Not just for himself, you know, but for us, because it's needed. Let him be an example. And then from there, he like music, I will invest every penny I have in him to make sure that the thing that he loves, he will get. And he had to show himself approved. He had to study, get his passes, and I will make sure that his career flies high as well. I don't know him from nowhere, you know. I sat down and I watched his video, and I sat down and I saying, Lord, nah. And my heart gave me that feeling that I got when it is I got contacted about Roger and every other case that I've dealt with. My heart gave me that feeling. And I say, you know what, all right, I need to find him. And I found him. And I want to say thank God for the position that he's placed me in. And let me go to the phone lines. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Dale, again.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, what's going on? Lakano man, KFC, this is no time to study about ministry and ministry. This is a time for you, as a big man, to stretch your hand and help a person in need. And that is a young fella that wants to go forward. So make up all your mind and stop that stupid politics thing. But the government failure and this one failure. Nobody can fail you unless you want to fail. So here what's going on. Let me stop that stupid politicking and stretch your hand to help a person. Right? And don't let that tears come out your eye. I see I get red already. Don't let that tears come out your eye. Blessings. With you. Bill, that number is sent for me. What to do with that number?
Guys, you can call me after.
Right, okay, right.
Yeah.
Blessings.
I really want to know why would the ministry or whoever is working on behalf of the ministry put out that post on Facebook and then have to take it down instead of looking into the matter and getting to the bottom of it and then making a statement. But we always trying to save face. We always trying to save face in this country. Right? Good program, brother.
I want you all to just join me on the live very quickly, because I want to make sure that everything that I say, there is a backing for it. So we're going on the Ministry of Education page live on Facebook here right now, because that's where the post would have emanated from. And we are scrolling. This is how much hours ago? We're scrolling again. I chuck in my head to see, and it's because I could have just pawned my glasses. We're scrolling again. 6 hours ago, nothing concerning that. 23 hours ago. And the proper next thing here. Students regarding the recent viral videos concerning one. So the post here. So look the post here. When I checked earlier on, this post was nowhere to be found. I actually took a screenshot of it on the post as well. So the post is there now. Right? School denied my request to sign up for CSEC on my own because I'm 18 plus. So you see it here. Just now. Right? So we see it's back here. 23 hours ago. I checked this while I was on the radio just now on my phone, and it was nowhere there. And let me just give you all this. And in fact, I don't even need to play that video again, because he came here live and spoke about the whole entire thing. Yeah? Caller, good afternoon. Welcome. Caller, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yes, man.
This is the first time I ever called in a radio station. And you know what I'm telling you? See you, if it's a tree like you, this place go turn up. Then you're serving your purpose. When you leave home and you reach in that station, you come to deal with the people. You have become a people person. Who don't like you? That is it. But you bring tears to my eyes today, Dan. Go forward. Thank you.
Yeah, brother. Caller, good afternoon, Malcolm.
Good afternoon again.
Good afternoon.
Nice program as usual. As usual, you always do nice job. I don't know, regardless of what political party in power, maybe UNC, PNM, whoever, could keep me down. They can't keep a good man down. Once I know Jesus Christ within myself, my friend, where there is a will, there is a way. For too long, it continued to feel in my air as though crime is the solution to poverty. We make songs that, you know, this woman sang a song and when monarch, I think there's no solution to poverty and no excuse for crime or something like that. There you see the music we listen, the radio stations we look into, the shows we watch, the friends we keep, have a lot to do with our destinations. I didn't really grasp the subject this afternoon, but I just called to compliment you because I've been listening to you and the show from 4 to 6 and the Pastor Google and all of them, and you just really, really need to be complimented and congratulated for this job that you're doing, because you're really opening the eyes of many, many, many young men and women. I just called to thank you for the job that you're doing, and locked on and listening there.
Yeah, man. Caller, good afternoon, welcome. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Neil.
Afternoon.
Well, I just so get plain, you know. I mean, people call it and talking and praising this and praising that and whatnot, but if you get to the grit of the matter now, contribute now. Contribute. A lot of talk, but no contribution. So, you have this number here, take this number, and I'll contribute something.
Take my numbers. Take my number. I'll call it out on air. So you could contact me after or send me a WhatsApp or whatever the case may be.
Alright, hold on. Go ahead.
781
Uh-huh.
1065.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, just like how you all had the book drive, I mean, something could happen again.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah, man.
Okay, cool.
Blessings. And I will talk to Heavy, TC, Bruce and Auntie Sharon in the morning, Fuad as well, to see what we could all do as a radio family as well, you know, and of course with your help and support. But I want to make sure that I get everything on. Right, Anna, it's 56A Marval Road, Street 919 FM. Right? Woo! Lord, thank you. I don't know. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Dave. Dave.
Yeah?
Yeah, quick. Sorry?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure. They're related. They're related, yes.
And she's a millionaire, and the youth man kind of for father help to get a proper education. One they got him out. His man still trying. He from the community up in Lavanty up there. She's a millionaire. She's singing a set of song for the piano. She help her, she brother, or she cousin.
You know Karina, she's a millionaire. Don't do that now, man. Man saying she's a millionaire. Lord Father Jesus. Anyway, you know. Caller, good afternoon, welcome.
Yeah. You're not slipping a little thing. I know you don't like me to call too much, but let me slip in something here. Now, the truth and the matter is I don't mind that we brothers and sisters and things help the brother, because all of his brothers and sisters in any form of the other we should help one another. But I don't want to let the ministries and them off the hook of seeing about with business, because we voted for representatives, putting people to deal with these matters. And if we keep on talking like how somebody talked a while ago, it's kind of like better we don't look at how we pay and we tax or nothing, because we're letting, the word is like we're letting these ministries off the hook, and they will continue being off the hook. They will do it push fight, knowing that you taking up the matter on your own hand. So the truth is, although we might help, I don't have a problem with that, because I say we are brothers and sisters, but we must maintain that our government do what is necessary. And right now, I find it is necessary for one thing. That brother talking about the 18 years, that is the problem in my ears, because before 16 years, for 18 years, he can't do anything. If he reach 18 years and he should have an ID card, which I believe he should, he have, I find it now to deal with that matter in a serious way, because now he is an adult. Whereas that is possible, he is 19 years, he's 18, as long as he crosses the mark of the 18 body, he is an adult. Nobody not supposed to be treating him like how he's supposed to be treated like. And that is the point, Brother Dale. And you people out there who want to play all your letting up, what are you trying to? It's not a politics thing in that no side to side. It's a ministry have a duty to do at the present moment, and assure the hearing, because they make thing already, and according to brother, they pull down the thing. So they have to come out and answer with. Thanks.
God, it's either you could help, or you want to help, or you don't want to help. God, this is a talk about the ministry and meeting. It's either you're helping or you're not helping. Oh God, that's a long talk, man. So because if the ministry want to help or whoever don't want to help, so because that we ain't gonna help if they could help, forget them. Forget them. Focus on whatever little we could do. Oh God. That's a long talk.
So I'm just going to open the lines for a few, just have about 5 minutes again. For those of you all that, want to help this young man, and in whatever way you could feel to call in, and say in whatever way that you can help. By later on this evening, when I'm finished speaking with him, I will put out, where we're at and how we're going to go about. But we need to encourage the youths. Encourage them, support them, be there for them. Need to. See why it's important for parents. It's important for parents, it's important for fathers, and it's important for community love. Need the love of the community, We need the love of the community. And I really having you today, so you could rest until Heavy and TC and them come on. Alright, so you take a rest. Yeah. Yeah. We need to keep being our brother's keeper. It's really important, It's very, very, very important. Very, very important. And I'm glad that this came out the way that it did, so that we could do our part. I think that I missed some parts.
As far as I know, Dale, once you're in school, you don't have to sign anything. All right. Once you choose your subjects, all right, it is an automatic thing that you're getting to sit your exam in CXC. The only time that you have something to sign is if, like, you're failing the subject or something like that, and they don't want to put you up to do the subject. Like during the course of the year, you didn't make the marks. They don't want to put you up to do the subject. All right. And they will tell you, okay, you have to do basic or whatever it is. And if you want to do the general, you have to pay for it. and you know have to come in and sign the guardian got to come in and they got to pay for that. The only time I know that you have to pay anything. So that sounding very strange, something strange about what the guy is saying, because I don't know of any time that you have to sign for anything. It's an automatic thing once you choose your subjects.
I think we did our part today. And I really can't wait to come off air to, you know, start putting things in place for him. Because I want to know, you know, deeper. I want to get in to know, you know, what are some of the things that he is struggling with in school and try to support him. Yeah, try to be try to be a brother. Because I would hate a young man with so much potential fall subject to the street. A young man who frustrated because he trying his best to do the right thing and it just not working out. I don't want that to happen. I'm fed up. I want to break the cycle, and I want you all to help us to break the cycle. And we'll break the cycle together. And persons who have a problem, an issue with us breaking the cycle, well, guess you have to deal with it, because it's going to happen. So this is another installment of Talk Your Talk. I want to say thanks to all of you all that locked on and listening. You all know normally I don't get the opportunity to tell you all thanks or to even do a closer or closing remarks, because sometimes you always end very heated. And I want to say thanks to all of you all that spread the message, all of you all that sometimes screen record and send to ministers, those in authority, to help fast track things that are heard on this very said program. And I'm going to try my best to reach out to the minister and also have a chit chat with her in regards to this young man and the ministry, and you know, the ministry stance and what is happening and where it's going, because the minister has been good to me in many in other instances and have put other people on to me to get help for other people, and I'll be always forever grateful where that is concerned. And there are many other persons, senators, MPs, both on both sides, present government and opposition. And that's why I will never come here to talk two sides and talk this side and that. No, we have to talk about what is right for us as a nation. Hold who needs to be held accountable at that point in time, and let's push for a better Trinidad and Tobago. When the time comes to vote, and we will talk politics every now and again too, I don't have a problem with that. But when the time comes to vote, we vote for what makes sense and what will benefit us as a people and the generations to come. But now, we break in the stigma. We break in curses. Reformers, I don't know who you're talking about, so y'all will have to send me whatever. Let me see what it is. So guys, that's the end of it for us today. I will see you all tomorrow. Please the Lord, tomorrow will be Thursday. God bless you. I love you all. Those of you all that need to contact me, feel free to contact, and let's do what we have to on the Street 919 FM.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Black Friday starts now at Quartz. Get new and amazing deals every week with the lowest prices on the hottest electronics, top-of-the-line appliances, and stylish furniture. No need to waste your time shopping around. Plus, you can shop now and pay us in February 2025. For unbeatable value, the best deals are only at Quartz, bringing value home.
The steam is coming.
Friday night is heated up and the steam is rising. Get ready, Steamy Friday every Friday. Advise the event space, formerly known as Shade, 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Port Accord.
Tell me what you really want to do.
With an all-star steamy DJ cast.
Y'all ready?
An unbeatable drink special. Want to level up? Grab one of our exclusive Cabana specials and take the vibes to another level. It all happens Steamy Friday every Friday. Where the party never cools down.
Big song.
Steam on a Friday only at Vibes, the event space.
Young people of our nation, ignite your wellness journey with Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan with Princess Omega and Associates. Prevent ill health today and reap the benefit of good health tomorrow. Join us every second and fourth Saturday of each month at 9:25 a.m. to 9:55 a.m., where we bring to you innovative health solutions. Invest in yourself today by ensuring that you're enjoying optimum health. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp us at 868-310-8671 or 364-4464. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our priority.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Chamflo, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. Everybody just share the live. All on Facebook, share the live. All on IG, share the live. Share the live. Share the live. Everybody just share the live. You listening? Listen now.
Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
I want everybody to share the live. Downtown Posse have to share the live. Uptown Posse have to share the live. Share the live. Share the live. Everybody just share the live. Tobago, share the live.
The following is a paid program.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world, the Street919FM.com. News from the Street, 919FM.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon, I am Dale Edwards with the 4 p.m. news on the Street 919 FM. Let's take a look at the headlines. Cruise season with the Explorers. Cruise season with the Explorers 1. Mobile scanners have arrived to TNT, and government collect money from property tax. And internationally, updated news on U.S. elections. And now at the top of news, Tobago has announced the launch of the 2024-2025 cruise season. A media release for the Islands Division of Culture noted the first call at the port of Scarborough happened on Tuesday, November 5th. It said the Explorers 1, the first ship for the season, brought in 144 passengers as it made its maiden call to the island. The division noted further that during this season there are 40 scheduled calls from 19 ships with an estimated 40,000 passengers expected to grace the shores of Tobago. The release added the cruise season will feature a diverse lineup of vessels welcoming travelers from around the globe to experience Tobago's breathtaking landscapes, crystal clear waters, and renowned attractions. Now in further news, Finance Minister Colin Bird has confirmed the arrival of the first 2 high-medium energy mobile X-ray scanners in Trinidad. A media release on Tuesday noted that the scanners arrived in the country on Sunday, November 3rd. On October 14, Ibber told the Parliament Standing Finance Committee that the original plan was for the items to arrive towards the end of August. However, the supplier failed to meet that deadline. So what we did, being a very proactive ministry, immediately engaged legal counsel and initiated action, whereupon the supplier immediately stepped up and has shipped the items, the minister added. Tuesday's media statement explained that in January of this year, the Ministry of Finance signed a contract with Canadian-based Sectors Technologies for the purchase of 4 high-medium mobile X-ray scanners to be used for inspection of both imports and exports. The release said further that the scanners can see through walls, containers, or vehicle parts to identify hidden objects that would otherwise be difficult to detect. It said in addition, the scanners will assist the Customs and Excise Division to more quickly and efficiently scan and inspect vehicles, trucks, or shipping containers, which would limit the need to unload or manually inspect items, thereby increasing throughput while still maintaining high security. Meanwhile, in other news, with the government expecting to collect $191 million in property tax, the Inland Revenue Division has already received $105 million from property owners. In a media conference yesterday, Minister of Finance Colin Bird revealed that as of yesterday, property owners paid $105,609,387 for 104,102 properties. Breaking it down, he said 13 million came from property owners within Couva, Tabaki, Talpara Regional Corporation. Diego Martin Borough Corporation was 13 million. San Juan Laventon Regional Corporation 9 million. San Fernando City Corporation 9 million. Chaguanas Borough Corporation 9 million. Pinal Debe Regional Corporation 8 million. And Port of Spain City $3 million. The largest payment of $80 million came from the Tunapuna Piaco Regional Corporation. With these payments crossing 50% of the expected revenue, Imbert said the Ministry of Finance foresees it climbing to $191 million. Imbert reiterated that the Board of Inland Revenue's deadline for delivering property tax notices to property owners has been extended to November 29. Now, internationally, former President Donald Trump will defeat Vice President Kamala Harris and return to the White House. Media projects in a moment of historic consequence for American democracy. His projected win in a battleground Wisconsin put the Republican over the top with 276 electoral votes as counting continues in some key states. Trump will return to the nation's highest office 4 years after losing the 2020 elections. attempting to overturn the results, facing 2 presidential impeachments, a criminal conviction, and many other criminal charges. Now let's take a look at sport. A 94th minute strike from Kimali Pierre salvaged a precious point for Hillview College as they eked out a 2-all result against Cabro when action continued in the Big 5 Championship division at Shore Park grounds in Tobago. After a goalless first half, Hillview got off the mark 3 minutes into the second period as Tafari Kerr found the back of the net. Now let's take a look at the weather. This evening and tonight, Trinidad is expected to have a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and Tobago will be 27 degrees Celsius. The night will be generally fair despite few isolated showers, and seas will be slight to moderate with waves 1 meter to 1.5 meter and up to 2 meters in the leewards in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. Now recapping the headlines quickly. Cruise season with the Explorers 1. Mobile scanners have arrived in TNT and government to collect money from property tax. That was the news to 4 p.m. on the street 919 FM. I am Dale Edwards. Do have a fantastic afternoon.
News from the street.